Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Makeup Monday. Today's video is going to be a Valentine's inspired day look. I'm trying something out. So this video is going to be just eyes, but I really focus on the detail and the blending, and I think you guys will really appreciate a video like this. If you want to see these every Monday and then Wednesday and Friday I can do full face looks, definitely let me know. But let's go ahead and start running to this Valentine's inspired makeup look. First things first, we're going to take our eye primer. I am taking actually two shades today. These are the e.l.f. Putty eye primer. This one is in the shade white, and this one I don't remember the shade. I think it's nude. I will have the names listed down below. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the white putty primer and apply this on the lid. Any white primer is going to help you make your eyeshadows pop, and because I am working with bright colors today, something colorful, I always like to lay down a white base and then I go in with a nude one. The only reason why I go in with the nude one is because I personally don't like my brow bone to look too white, so that's why I decided to mix both shades so I can get kind of a little custom to what I liked. All I'm gonna do is I'm going to tap that nude beige color pretty much in the crease, because that's where I want the colors to still pop, but I don't want that white to take over. So as you can see, I'm really doing a good job at mixing both of the colors. Next, we're gonna go in with a setting primer. I'm gonna be taking this Juno Blur setting powder. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to set the areas where I know I will more than likely have fallouts, because I've already done my foundation, bronzer, highlight. I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm only setting a little bit of setting powder again in the areas where I know I usually get fallouts. Now I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild 40 pan eyeshadow palette, and we're going to start off with the darkest purple in the palette, which is this one right here. And honestly, it's not that deep of a purple, but if you want your look to be a little bit more vibrant, then definitely go in with this shade. I'm going to try and leave this as unedited as I can, but you guys will notice that I do a lot of packing motions. If you guys ever wonder when you see those beautiful pictures on Instagram with bomb looks and super bright, colorful, intense eyeshadow, the best thing to do is to really pack on the shadow first. It's going to look ugly. It's not going to be a pretty process, but the end result is going to be amazing. I've been doing this technique for maybe close to a year now, and I've seen a huge improvement on my eyeshadow game and the way that my eye makeup looks. So make sure that you take any brush that you have. This one right here is one that came in a set from eBay. I will have it linked down below. Next shade is this hot pink one, and also keep in mind, you guys, that you can totally use the Morphe and James Charles palette if you have that. This is literally the same thing. I also did a review on that. I did a comparison, and I also created a eyeshadow look using both the Morphe palette and the Wet n Wild, and if you guys haven't seen that, you will be amazed by the results. So I'm going to take a small detail brush. I don't remember what this is. I think it's an E25. I'm not sure, but this is a Morphe brush. These brushes are perfect for any detail work. So all I did is I applied the hot pink and matte the purple. And again, the process never really is pretty until you start taking your time with blending. That's when you kind of see like your work come to life, which is why I love makeup and why I'm so passionate about teaching you guys about makeup, because I think it's just another way of expressing yourself and who you are as an individual. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys how I just pack on the colors and blend. After you've blended your pink, you want to go back with the purple. You want to make sure that every step you take forward, you almost want to take it back, in the terms of going back and reassuring that your work is looking how you want it to look. So obviously I noticed that the purple was a little bit faded in the crease, so I went back with the same brush and I dipped back into that purple and I just reinforced it. Going back one more time, I'm gonna take the yellow shade in the Wet n Wild palette. Again, the James Charles and Morphe palette also has this shade. Now the yellow shade in the palette isn't my favorite, honestly. If you guys can see, there's a lot of like powder just going everywhere. And I don't know why, because the yellow performs really well in this palette, but for some reason just it's very powdery. I don't understand, but you know what, it works. So what I did is I just took a clean brush and I took the yellow at the top as parts of the pink. The pink and the yellow are going to create this beautiful like orange color, so we don't have to worry about adding a fourth color. Your yellow is all you need and it creates this beautiful shade. Now if you guys notice, the way that I'm holding my brush also makes a huge difference. You almost want to lay it flat when you're at the very corners, and then you just want to create that circular motion because that's the shape that I was going for in my eye look. I did want to point out that I feel like the yellow, you definitely have to go back quite a bit. I did dig into the palettes, I don't know, like every single time that I applied the shadow down. I made sure to go back, but again, it's just, you know, you have to work with it a little bit more, but it wasn't an issue for me because I just love this palette so much. And once again, once you are satisfied with the blending of the yellow, I went back with the hot pink and to reinforce the color on both sides of my eyes to make sure that you can still see the gradient from the purple to the pink to the kind of in between orange and then to the yellow. So that's also another thing that you guys should definitely take notes on, is always just go back and reinforce the colors, because when you blend the colors together, you will definitely see some fading away. So that is how I ensure my eyeshadow stays poppin'. I wasn't really satisfied with the purple from the Wet n Wild palette, so I did dig into the Morphe and James Charles palette because I noticed that that purple was actually deeper in tone, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a little bit more depth into my eyes, so I did pick up a little bit of that purple shadow and place it in the exact same place as the purple was. I just created a little bit more depth, like I said, and of course we went back and blended everything to make sure that it was nice and gradients. After that, we're going to go ahead and do our cut crease. This is the LA Colors Ultimate Cover Concealer. I will have the shade names and everything again in the description, so if you guys have any questions about anything, I will be sure to leave them down there. But I'm going to go ahead and just cut the crease how I normally do. You can totally do a smoky eye with this and just apply the shadow all over the lid. The purple eyeshadow, you can do a half cut crease, you can do a halo. Really, it is up to you, but I love half cut creases. So that's what we're gonna do in today's look. Once your crease is nice and cut, you're going to go back with the first shade, which is a yellow. We're going to apply this on the bare wet lid. I find that this helps, or this works best when you go in with the eyelid still a little bit wet. And we're just going to do the same thing. So we're going to do first the yellow, then the pink, and then obviously we're going to go with the very last shade, which is the dark purple. You can first apply your lid color, but I feel like this works best because the eyelid is still a little bit tacky from the concealer, that these colors are just going to adhere so much better. And again, that's what really makes everything pop. When you apply a shadow on top of a wet surface, it's just really going to adhere and really stand out. I hope you guys don't hate me, but I couldn't find the clip where I applied the white shadow, so just apply a white shadow to the inner corner of the eyes, like the inner parts, and then just fade it to the yellow. I just took a big Morphe fluffy brush and blended the edges again to make sure they were nice and clean. Now for the waterline, you can go whatever route you want. You can go white, you can go nude, you can go black. But because this is a Valentine's inspired eye look, I went with the L.A Girl Neon Lip Liner. Yes, it's a lip liner, but I use it for the waterline, and this is in the shade Pop. And I figured that this would just make it a little bit more romantic and cute. And again, for the lower lash line, we're just going to do the same things: purple, pink, and then the yellow. You just want to recreate and mirror, I guess, what we did on the eyes, and that is what's going to give you that perfect color, the perfect transition, and just make everything come to life. I love this look, you guys. And if you are bold enough to wear for Valentine's, make sure you take a selfie and send it to me, because I will be posting so many of your pictures on my Instagram feed or in my Instagram stories. So make sure you send me all your cute pictures. Then once you're done with your eyeshadow, you just want to dust off the powder, and again, that's going to get rid of any fallout eyeshadow. Now after that, we want to apply our mascara. I love the Milk Kush mascara, even though I have itty bitty little spider lashes. I feel like this just really makes my lashes look thick and long, but we're obviously going to cover them up with lashes anyways. So for my lashes, I'm going to take these by LashKitty. Now these are dupes for Lilly lashes. If you guys like Lilly lashes but don't like the price, definitely try these out. I went with the shade, or the style Ruby. Oh my god, you guys, these are beautiful. I will have the style names in the description box down below, as well as what dupes they are for the Lilly lashes, so you guys can check these out. You can use my promo code OMG to save 20%. Then I just take a liquid eyeliner and I kind of create a thin line in between the lashes and then the inner corner on my eyes, because I don't want that separation. For the inner corner, I took this J.Cat. It's a shimmer eyeshadow. Again, I will have it listed. I don't have it in front of me, but I will have it listed down below. And that is it, you guys. Once you've applied your lashes, your inner corner highlight, you are done. You're ready to slay Valentine's Day with your boo, with your friends, by yourself, with your mama, with your grandma, whoever it is. Enjoy Valentine's and treat yourself, girl. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Makeup Monday, and I'll see you guys in my next video.